Billy Wilder, the name every screenwriter must know or at least should know of. But why? Is it because 4 of his films have reached top 20 on every film list that has been published? Is it because of his charisma? Is it because of his way of communicating his ideas through paper and through visual language? Well, fear not, my friend, because today we are going to see 5 of his advices, 5 that I consider the most influential ones throughout his cinema career. And with that said, let's dive into.
So Gloria Swanson talked to the audience the way Billy Wilder has talked to audiences for over 50 years. Unforgettable.
Für das Publikum. Eine sehr einfache Geschichte, schön möbliert mit bisschen Rokoko, kannst du das leisten, weil doch die Leute die Handlung ist so einfach, nicht? Ja. Oder eine komplizierte Geschichte, die einfach gedreht wird, sodass sie das verstehen, nicht? Wenn es sehr kompliziert ist, aber wenn es kompliziert ist und da machst du auch noch Arabesque, die wissen nicht, worum es sich handelt.
I just photographed it as simply as possible, but as elegantly as possible. You know, as simple as possible. You should, in my opinion, you know, when you do a picture, certainly a serious picture, you should not see where the cut was. It should all flow naturally, logically, but. Well, you see, there is a sort of a misconception that pace and speaking quickly is the same thing. You can have pace by people not speaking quickly. It depends on the cut. It depends on the rhythm of the thing. Because leisurely moments, silent moments, they have much more power. But certain pictures have to be played at a good clip. But pace and actors just rattling things off, you know, don't confuse that, you know. There's always a confusion in our world. That's like people confuse poverty with misery. I was once asked, is it necessary for a director to know how to write? And the answer is, and that holds water, is it is not necessary for a director to know how to write. However, it helps if he knows how to read. Having sort of more settled on the theme of what we're trying to do, and having discussed the 3 acts in which we divide our pictures, then discussing a scene, we start the dialogue, talking to each other, and we fight it out while we are doing it. In other words, I'm not trying to convince him. If the 2 of us agree it's no good, we throw it away and try a third version of that thing. And you had to believe it. You had to believe it. And you had to have, I was trying very hard, a certain amount of pity that this guy was led into something which I saw it with my own eyes, how he fell, and I was worried about him. And he did it, and I understand why he did it, but I object to it. You have to plant things. You have a character, but you have to plant things, streaks in his character, moments, seconds, where he makes a decision, and you say, yeah, that goes with that guy. You know, this is what else did I expect? It's no surprise. It gets to be logical to the audience. I think I should, and I will henceforth, if I get another crack at it, I should prepare myself better. But unfortunately, the way the industry works, the actor is just flying in from Yugoslavia, and he arrives on Friday, and on Monday we have to start shooting. And we don't have the time you have when you're working on a play to really rehearse and find. So most of the time it is kind of off the script is there, and if something better occurs, you know, I'm the first one to accept it. If it comes from an actor, if it comes from an electrician, from the script girl, even if it's up.
So if you reached to this point, I would first of all thank you, and also encourage you to comment which kind of topics would you like to be covered. I mean, this channel is going to be mainly about screenwriting, yet I'm not closing the door to any kind of other cinematic topics or other kind of art topics. So yeah, before you go, I would ask for you to subscribe, but well, that is if you like the content, so yeah. With that said and done, I'm out. I hope you enjoyed.